I used to be a girl who had a make it happen kind of mentality. I don't know why I just winked at you, but make it happen kind of mentality. Like go, 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 accomplish big goals, do lots of things, really go for it, really reach your full potential in life. And yes, I do still believe in reaching full potential, but it has very little to do with doing anything. I've made a big shift in my life, and really the shift that I've made that has changed me profoundly as a human being has allowed me to understand the difference between motivation and inspiration. When I used to be a motivated person, I used to believe in the theory that I had to kick my own ass. I had to do the thing that I didn't want to do so that I could have the results that I wanted to have. And I use the analogy of like working out. You don't have to want to work out in order to work out and get the result. You just have to show up, overcome your feelings about it, hit the gym day in and out, and get the result that you're looking for. And that's a mentality. And that mentality works for a lot of people, right? Kick your own ass, get results. But I'll tell you what, it's tiring. It's exhausting. It's an exhausting way to live life when you believe that you have to go through life making a bunch of things happen. It's the same mentality that I used to have, where I believed that I could have it all, you know? And what I would say, having it all, it was really the land of 10,000 things. It was like the Tao refers to, like the land out there, like of everything else. You know what I mean? Everything exterior, meaning having it all, a home that I love, the relationship with the perfect relationship, the body that I desire, the income that I want. Some of those things are, stuff, right? Which never ever leads to fulfillment. So when I made the shift from motivation to inspiration, I started asking myself a different question. It wasn't what should I want? What should I accomplish? What should I have? What should I do? Instead, it was, what do I really want? You know, there's an old story about a bunch of people who were, they climbed the ladder only to learn it was leaning against the wrong wall. There's an old story John Maxwell used to tell it in his teachings, where he talked about, there are a bunch of producers, the people who like get work done, in the jungle, and their job was to clear the jungle, so they're hacking away at the brush, they're like doing everything they can to like beat it down, and there are managers behind them, writing manuals on how to do a better job in the jungle of cutting down the brush. And then there are supervisors behind the managers critiquing their leadership styles. But the leader is the one who climbs the tallest mountain, or climbs the tallest tree in the jungle, surveys the land, and goes, wrong freaking jungle, right? And that's kind of how I was doing. I was hacking away at this life of having it all without really asking myself, what do I really, really want? So when you get out of that motivation and you understand there are no rules as to what you're supposed to have in life, there are no rules about where you're supposed to be in life, and you really understand on a deeper level when you stop comparing yourself to other people. But when you get into inspiration, you cross the land from doing, which is motivation, to allowing, which is inspiration. A calling upon your heart, being led, your hair stands up on your arm, you're at the right place at the right time. And the allowing, the in spirit part, or the inspiration part, is really kind of, if you picture a flower, in nature, it doesn't struggle to become itself. It just opens to the possibility. It just allows, and it expects that the sun will provide, and that the water will come. And it doesn't really have to do anything because it understands that everything is being done for it. And that's the journey that I now take with my clients, which is the journey from doing to allowing. And man, I have to tell you, it is so much more fulfilling. I'm not tired anymore. I'm energized now. And so that really was just what I want to talk to you today about, is the difference between motivation and allowing. And really, your feelings are kind of the compass. Step one is to start to ask yourself, what do you really, really want? If your shoulds were off the table, you should be doing this, and you should be doing that, and you should be further along, and you better, blah, 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 like my husband says, should all over yourself. What's left after the shoulds are taken away? What are the coulds? What are the desires of your heart? And how can you start to let that unfold? And so that's just a very simple message today. That's it. The difference between motivation and inspiration. Motivation is pushing, inspiration is allowing. And so let's start the conversation. Post a comment below and talk to me about your journey. And have you noticed the difference between the two? And what would it look like if you stopped pushing all the time? All right. Looking forward to another video. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.